Hey guys, what's going on? It's Meshi with Path to Wellness with Meshi. Welcome back to the channel. And finally, we have made it to 2020, which means that this video is highly overdue. But I wanted to talk to you guys about my 2020 lineup for the planners that I will be using. And even though we're still at a point where I don't have all of them, I will at least show you the planners that I do have and how I'm planning on planning my entire year out with them. I will be using a happy planner. I will be adding a few other elements from, right now I do have two different planners that I'm going to be using from Happy Planner. And we're going to be playing around with it. We'll break them down into different categories. So I will show you how all of that Franken planning will take place, at least for the time being, and I will also give you guys an update once the rest of my order from Happy Planner comes in. But in the meanwhile, I didn't want to wait any longer, honestly, just because I've been waiting for about a month now to actually receive my order. Another story. But if you're interested in my 2020 lineup for planners and how I'm planning on setting it up for this year, then just stay tuned and let's get right into it. And before we do, if you are brand new here, thank you so much for taking the time to connect with me here and to sharing your time and your space with me. Consider subscribing because usually we chat a few times a week here, 2 to 3 times a week. And a couple of times I release videos such as this one when we're planning together and setting up our journals, our happy planners or our bullet journals. And other times we talk about spiritual practices and how we can live a more mindfully driven life that's a little bit more conscious and a little bit more intentional. So if that sounds good, you're absolutely going to love it here. Okay, without further ado, why don't we just dive right into the video? Oh, Happy Planner. Happy Planner will be the end of me, to say the least, because honestly, I placed an order with Happy Planner on the US website, like on their actual website, thinking that, oh my gosh, they have this amazing sale. And because if you are familiar with Happy Planner, you know that on their website in December, they had massive sales going on, which makes it really enticing. And so I ordered a few planners. Some of them are going to be gifts and others are going to be for myself. But right now we're sitting in January and they literally just shipped it like about a week and a half ago. They did send out like an update, and most of you, if you are familiar with Happy Planner and you placed an order in December, you know that they have been backed up. But unfortunately, I've been waiting for close to about a month now to actually receive my planners so we can kind of, set up the year. So to say the least, I am itching and very agitated, very just unsettled, really. That's the best way that I can describe how I'm feeling. I'm just feeling really unsettled because I kind of have a direction, an idea of how I see myself setting up my plans. And even though I don't really believe in New Year's resolutions, I believe in, setting up intentions and actually setting up tangible goals so that you can kind of work towards them. So yes, we're going to take the frustration out of this video completely. I will say this, if it's not here by tomorrow, then you will probably see an update of this video and we will be setting up Erin Condren. Yes, I'm considering going to the competition simply because I'm looking at the Amazon order and then the damn order would be here by tomorrow, which sounds really enticing to me right now. But we will give Happy Planner a chance because I love the idea of being able to customize it and kind of set it up the way that I want. So nevertheless, regardless if I have the planner or not, I figured that I would just kind of update you guys on how I'm planning on setting it up so that, on the next plan with me, we can actually dive right in. So I did order a skinny planner and I ordered a mini Business Babe. I believe it's called a Business Babe planner. I ordered a pack for budgeting. So the way that I'm kind of looking at it is that the planner that I currently have, I have a section for health and wellness because I bought the wellness planner a while back. And it has a lot of mindfulness prompts and I can also track movement, so activities and fitness. And so I figured that I would just use that as sort of like a fitness planner. The main planner that I currently have, there was an 18-month planner. I am going to be using that for home. So I would like to have one planner for home that will sort of have date nights, kids activities, my work schedule. Like basically that will be sort of like a catch-all for everything. And the business one, the business mini planner that I bought, I figured that I will be using that for initiatives that I would like to take in my physical clinic, like the actual business that I work in. And then the skinny one that I bought, I figured that that can be sort of like for note taking and also social media planning and content creation. That can be sort of like just an overview of everything that I sort of have in my mind, that new ideas that pop up. But also it can be basically like editorial calendar. It can be like an editorial calendar. So, um, family, mental health and health and activity, business and social media and online. So realistically, I will have 4 planners. I would love to also order. I am not promising that I will not actually purchase an Erin Condren planner, just because I'm I guess I jumped on the Happy Planner wagon a little bit too quickly. I will be using them. I do see the need for it because you can kind of customize like your pages and things like that. But I do see a lot of videos where it can just feel like it's a little bit too decorated, if you know what I mean. So I'm contemplating. For now, I'm kind of sitting on a fence if I'm going to be ordering an Erin Condren planner or not, just for basically for that to become my catch-all. But for now, I'm literally planning on just utilizing the things that I have. I also ordered a budget pack that Happy Planner came out with. I believe that they released it in either November or December, but I ordered the accessory pack and I also ordered the actual sticker set that goes with it. I will do an unboxing so that we can kind of go through all of that. But really, the idea behind it is that I already have a section for budgeting and I already have a section for chores and for that's all for like family life. But budgeting can be both for business budgeting and also for home budgeting. So because there's two kind of different things going on, I thought that that would be absolutely necessary. And I have noticed in the past few months how I felt when I started filling out even just like the accessory pack that Happy Planner had like a little while ago. I will just insert a screen here of a close-up of what I'm talking about. But on that sheet, it kind of gives you a full overview of like what your monthly bills are. And even though I don't budget monthly, I actually do my budget every 2 weeks. I still found it really helpful to kind of go back to see sort of where our expenses have gone and if certain bills have increased, but also where our frequently changing expenses are going. So things like, they're basically our variable expenses. So not our fixed expenses like your mortgage payment and any repayment plans, but it's more like your hydro or your, eating out or your grocery bills. So when I started tracking a lot of that, I kind of found that I do have a lot of influence over like which direction we go to within our budget and also to keep track of it and to keep it in line so that we're not overspending too much on useless stuff, if you know what I mean. But then it also gives you a section on just kids activities, anything that you need to purchase for your children. And I found that even though like I knew that there's certain things that we would be spending money on for our kids, I never actually actively budgeted money for it, which I know it sounds weird, but that's just how it is. So anyway, long story short, I have been finding it really helpful, and it also kind of keeps me in check of how we're doing with our budgeting, if that makes sense. So I definitely jumped on the bandwagon, and I know a lot of you have as well when it comes to the budget plan. To me, I didn't buy the budgeting planner because it felt a little redundant because I already had the accessory pack to begin with. So I'm like, I don't want like a separate planner just for budgeting, if you know what I mean. I just wanted like all of the accessory stuff that kind of goes with it. So I'm excited. I'm also a little on edge because I'm excited to just sort of utilize the tools that I have. And that's sort of one of the things that I was really hoping to do this year is to utilize the sticker sets, literally just utilize the tools, whether I'm in the mood for it or not. You know what I mean? Because I find, especially with Happy Planner, it can be so easy to just kind of get wrapped up in the new releases or the new colors or the new sticker sets, and then you end up consuming so much more than you initially intended to. And I don't think that that's really, I don't think that that's the point. I think that the point is that you buy the stuff that you actually need, and then you utilize those tools so that it can enhance the way that you plan and the way that you become a lot more intentional with the things that you do. So I'm hoping to use it that way. And I will show you guys sort of the lineup. I will show you close-ups of what I currently have and what planners I have, so that way you can kind of take a look. Okay, so before I start blinding you guys, I thought that I would just show you the actual lineup. There we go. Okay, so this is my catch-all planner, and as I open it up, well, right now I have some sheets in here about budget, and also these are just some projects that you can work on. Then I have, so this is the projects tab, the budget plan, the budget, and the chores. We will go over that in a moment. I still have September, so let's just pop over to January. So this is the actual cover that it came with. There we go. So this is the actual cover that it came with. So I already have some of it planned out, nothing major. Like, I kept it very neutral. I think that when we're doing like the full-blown planning, we can kind of do that together. But for now, I just did some basic planning here. And then I just have like my first week and my second week kind of completed here. But then I have this add-on that you can get. This is for social media planning. It was just an add-on pack that I bought like a while back for social media specifically. And then this is the actual cover that I started using. I just kind of took the weeklies out of this planner. So this is the wellness planner. So as you can tell, so here's a cover for it. And then here's the 2 years, here's 2020 and 2021. And then one thing that I really enjoy about this, and I've done this even with my own bullet journal back in the day, it has like a year at a glance. Now, I personally use a year at a glance for a couple of different ways. I usually use it for birthdays and also anything financial that's coming up that is going to like fall off, or like it will be changing. You know what I mean? I feel like I need to zoom you guys in. Hang on. Here we go. Maybe it's a little bit better. So I'm going to be using both of these pages, and like it kind of goes on for a few pages. And then here are the January goals. So an encouraging note, what I love about myself, how I'm strengthening my body and my mind. And then here now we move on to January. Now I left this completely blank, but I'm planning on using this specific monthly spread for wellness, and also for yoga and for mindfulness. Primarily, my big goal here is to actually use it as a wellness planner. So anything mental health related, mindfulness, meditation, I would like to put in like actual specific breaks that I'm planning on actually adding to my week. And I feel like I need to sort of plan that in, because I'm the type of person that actually just wants to work constantly. So that's not a good thing. And then here's a weekly. This is the one weekly that I've done, and then this is the back of the other page that I showed you, but it just gives you intention, nourish, movement, and then like a note section of like reflection of how today was with like your gratitude. So that's sort of how, like you've probably seen this planner. I'm really happy, and I've been waiting and anticipating on using this for a while. And like I love the pastel. First of all, you give me pastel colors, and I'm going to be very happy. So I'm planning on taking this apart, because this on its own is obviously not going to be sufficient. So there is that planner, and then I have a section here for meal plans. So I'm still leaving that in, but then here's a close-up of the budget. So there's an expense tracker sheet. This is just an expense tracker sheet, but I wanted to show you the monthly. They have like a monthly review thing. Here it is. So it's a month at a glance. So here you can kind of write in your savings goals for each month. And then on the back of it, I actually have this partially filled out, but it gives you your main income, and then your housing, your transportation, your insurance, your food, your like anything that you're spending on your kids, taxes, personal care, entertainment, loans, savings, and miscellaneous. And then you total it up. And I've been finding that especially for things like groceries or like entertainment, first of all, I would never actually budget any money for entertainment. So now I started to, and that's been really helpful. And then here's some of the stickers that kind of came with it, which I don't find that it was enough, but I'm using a lot of the payday, and I haven't really used the dollar signs, but maybe I should. I don't know. Let me know, you guys, in the comments how you use these little dollar sign stickers. I don't know. Maybe I get some ideas out of you. So I'm kind of planning on like just breaking this down into different sections, which we will do in the next video. But for now, at least I wanted to kind of just show you. There we go. Now it's at an angle. I wanted to kind of just show you that this will be sort of the plan is that this will be my catch-all for like the family, and then we can kind of go from there and see how it goes, see if I can actually stick with it and how functional it will be. But I definitely wanted to have at least one main planner where I can dump everything in and then get a little bit more intentional. Happy Planner, if you're watching this, please make more things accessible, especially with shipping for Canadians, because we are a huge fan of your products, but unfortunately shipping takes absolutely forever. And you know, in the age of Amazon, when we can get things like overnight, waiting a full month is quite excessive, even over the holidays. You know what I mean? So it's really unfortunate. But if you are watching this, I hope that you know that I'm a huge fan, and I cannot wait to get your beautiful planners that you have planned. However, I wish that your shipping and just the processing would be a little bit faster. And Canadians, if you are watching this, then just know that like part of me kind of wishes that I would have just went into Michael's and just bought all of this. I did try though. I did try to go into Michael's. They didn't actually have like the packs that I was looking for. So we're waiting patiently. We're learning patience, and it's not a big deal. It's just I kind of wish that I would have been able to put all of these plans into place about a week and a half ago to 2 weeks ago, because in that way I would feel a little bit more at ease of like moving into my January with a little bit more intention than how I feel right now. That's not the end of the world. You know, it's like first world problems, not a big deal. Like, but that's just sort of my feedback on that. But if you are a Happy Planner fan, comment below and let me know what is your planner lineup look like, because I know that a lot of you babes out there are creating beautiful plans, and you have like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 different planners for different reasons, and then you kind of put them together, which is sort of what I'm planning on doing. I would love to hear from you. Let me know what you are using for 2020. If you are using Erin Condren, if you are using Happy Planner, either way, hit me up. I would love to see all of the beautiful creations. And in the meanwhile, that's all I wanted to share with you guys, by the way. If you are brand new here and you enjoyed this video, then you can give me a thumbs up. You can also subscribe and hit the notification bell. You know, that way you get notified every time I release a new video, which right now we are shooting for Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So we'll see how that one goes. Fingers crossed. All I need to tell you is that I'm back. After a little bit of break, we're back. We're happy. Doing happy planning. It's all good. So in the meanwhile, keep planning, you guys. Keep shining your light, and just know that you're just so much more powerful than you think. And I will see you guys again in my next video. Bye.